There are three characteristics that make some women connect deeply and genuinely in their relationships. And no, this has nothing to do with labels. If you're a man over 50, understanding how trust, respect, and intimacy shape female desire can transform the way you experience relationships. At a certain age, what matters most in a relationship is the emotional connection. Women who feel valued and secure tend to explore their sexuality more freely. In this video, I'll show you how you can create this environment of safety and reciprocity, bringing even more satisfaction to both partners. Maturity gives you the opportunity to strengthen bonds and discover an even deeper intimacy. Before we go further, make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss our videos on sexuality and relationships. If you enjoyed the video, like it to help us reach more people. Leave a 1 in the comments if the topic interested you, or a 0 if it was irrelevant, so we can improve our content. Female sexuality is a complex universe, as you probably already know, and it cannot be simplified into labels or categories. The idea that there are 3 types of women who act in a certain way, as if it were predictable, ignores the true essence of female desire. In reality, what motivates a woman to fully give herself, whether in oral sex or other intimate practices, is directly related to emotional connection, security, and the trust established with her partner. When we talk about these 3 women, we're referring to 3 fundamental characteristics that create this openness to pleasure, trust, respect, and intimacy. These are the elements that make a woman feel free and comfortable to explore her sexuality in a genuine way. It's not about labels or expectations, but about the caring and reciprocal environment you build in the relationship. To further contribute to a full and satisfying sex life, I've made the digital book Rediscovering Intimacy: Healthy Sexuality After 60 available. In it, you'll find practical and motivating guidance to strengthen your relationship, facing emotional and physical challenges with effective solutions to rekindle passion and connection in marriage. Get your copy by clicking on the pinned comment, but don't wait too long as units are limited. Take this opportunity to transform your love and emotional life. Studies indicate that women who feel valued and respected in their relationships tend to be more open and willing to explore their intimacy, especially after 50, when desire is often intensified by emotional maturity. True connection between partners is what drives these actions, and this transcends any stereotype. Therefore, instead of thinking in terms of types of women, it's essential to understand that pleasure and surrender come from building a relationship based on mutual trust and respect. Each woman expresses her desire uniquely, and this connection is what makes the experience so special and meaningful. Did you know that sexual life has no expiration date? Many people believe that as they reach a certain age, sexuality starts to fade. But this idea is far from reality. For women over 60, sexuality can be just as active and fulfilling as in any other phase of life. In fact, for many, this phase is an opportunity to explore intimacy more fully, without the pressures that may have existed in earlier years. The numbers also reveal this truth. Studies show that about 61% of women between the ages of 60 and 70 remain sexually active. These data are presented in a 2015 study published in the Menopause Journal, which shows that with the onset of menopause, many women adapt their sexuality, but this doesn't mean it disappears. One of the factors that can improve sexual life in this phase is greater emotional freedom. Many women over 60 no longer worry so much about social expectations or raising children, allowing them to focus more on their own needs and desires. Additionally, relationships tend to be more mature, with a deeper understanding of each other's needs and boundaries. The hormonal aspect, which can often cause fear or uncertainty, can also be addressed with medical care. The use of hormone therapy, for example, has helped many women maintain desire and comfort in relationships. However, it's important to remember that sexual experience goes far beyond hormones. Emotional connection and established trust remain fundamental. Another interesting point is that physical health also plays an important role in the quality of sexual life after 60. Maintaining a routine of light physical activities such as walking or stretching helps improve blood circulation, which is essential for the proper functioning of the body, including in intimate relationships. Thus, contrary to what many think, Female sexuality in old age can be a phase of discovery, freedom, and pleasure. The body may change, of course, but the desire and ability to live an active sexual life remain, as long as there is care and communication. After all, sexuality is an important part of life at any stage. The female body goes through several changes throughout life, and hormones play a fundamental role in this, especially when it comes to sexual desire. It's as if hormones were the body's messengers, sending signals that help regulate various functions, including sexual appetite. But these signals aren't always the same. They change with age, the menstrual cycle, and even external factors like stress. In the case of women, some hormones are more directly related to sexual desire. For example, testosterone, often associated with men, is also present in women and plays an important role in stimulating libido. When testosterone levels are balanced, sexual desire tends to be more present. However, with the onset of menopause, levels of this hormone can drop, which may reduce sexual interest in some women. This decline is natural and part of the aging process, but it doesn't mean that desire disappears completely. Another key player in this story is estrogen, which is responsible for keeping vaginal tissues healthy and lubricated, making sexual relations more comfortable. During menopause, estrogen levels also drop, which can cause vaginal dryness. Fortunately, there are treatments such as creams and hormone replacement therapy that can help alleviate these symptoms. But female sexual desire isn't just about hormones. The brain also plays a very important role. A study published in the Journal of Sexual Medicine revealed that, in addition to biological factors, emotional aspects such as self-esteem and a sense of security directly influence women's sexual desire. This means that even if hormones are out of balance, desire can be maintained through an emotional connection and intimacy with a partner. Moreover, factors like lifestyle, diet, and exercise can help maintain the body and hormones in balance. For example, regular physical activities can help improve blood circulation and, consequently, libido. In addition, physical exercise also helps strengthen the pelvic floor muscles. These muscles support the reproductive organs and are important for bladder control and sexual pleasure. Practices like Pilates and Kegel exercises are excellent for strengthening this area, bringing benefits to intimate life. Another crucial point is a balanced diet. Consuming foods rich in vitamins and antioxidants contributes to hormonal health and physical energy. A lack of nutrients can affect energy levels, which directly impacts sexual desire. Including fruits, vegetables, and healthy fats in your diet helps keep the body in balance. Adequate sleep also plays an important role in sexual health. Sleeping well allows the body to recover energy and helps maintain hormonal balance. A good night's sleep can increase desire and willingness for sexual activities. Female sexuality is not a unique and universal experience. Depending on where a woman lives, her culture, and the social influences around her, her sexual experiences and behaviors can vary greatly. This is because beliefs, traditions, and social norms of each region or country directly influence how women perceive sex, pleasure, and even relationships. For instance, in many European countries like Sweden and the Netherlands, conversations about sex are more open and candid, and women generally feel more comfortable exploring their sexuality without taboos. According to a study by the European Social Survey, women in Nordic countries report higher levels of sexual satisfaction and are more likely to openly discuss their sexual preferences with partners. On the other hand, in regions where more conservative cultural norms prevail, such as in parts of Asia or the Middle East, sex can be a more delicate subject. In these areas, many women still face social restrictions that affect how they live their sexuality. Even in Western countries, religious or conservative groups can influence many women's perceptions of their role in sexuality and relationships. In addition to cultural differences, age is also an important demographic factor in female sexuality. Younger women, for example, tend to have more access to sex education and are more exposed to discussions about sex, which may influence their confidence and curiosity to explore sexuality more openly. Older women, however, may have grown up in environments where sex was a more closed-off subject, which can impact how they view pleasure and desire. A study by the World Health Organization pointed out that women in developed countries, where there is greater gender equality, tend to report higher levels of sexual satisfaction, partly because equality in relationships facilitates communication and mutual respect. This highlights how demographic factors such as economy, public policies, and even sex education in a country can influence how women experience their sexuality. These demographic variations show how female sexuality is shaped by factors far beyond biology. Culture, age, and social environment create a great diversity of experiences. Even within a single country, female sexuality can vary widely depending on factors like education, religion, and even social class. All of this reinforces the idea that there is no single formula or standard when it comes to women's sexual lives. Each story is unique and deserves to be understood in its own context. Female sexual pleasure is not only related to the body, but also to the mind. How a woman feels about herself and her partner can directly influence her desire and sexual satisfaction. When the mind is calm and healthy, it's easier to open up to pleasure. On the other hand, stress, anxiety, or self-esteem issues can reduce sexual interest. A study published in the Journal of Sexual Medicine showed that mental health has a significant impact on female sexual desire. Women dealing with high levels of stress or who face depression tend to report a decrease in interest in sexual activities. This happens because the brain, one of the body's largest sexual organs, needs to be in harmony for desire and pleasure to flow naturally. Moreover, emotional intimacy with a partner is essential for sexual pleasure to be fully experienced. When there is a strong mental and emotional connection, the body responds better and the sexual experience becomes more satisfying. That's why taking care of mental health and emotional well-being is as important as caring for physical health. The female orgasm has always been a mystery to many, but science has made significant advances in understanding this phenomenon. One of the biggest curiosities is that the orgasm doesn't happen the same way for all women. Some may feel pleasure through clitoral stimulation, while others experience vaginal orgasms, with the clitoris being a central point in this experience. Research shows that approximately 75% of women need clitoral stimulation to reach orgasm. This is because the clitoris has about 8,000 nerve endings, making it one of the most sensitive regions of the female body. Vaginal orgasm is reported by a smaller percentage of women, and in many cases, it's combined with clitoral stimulation. Another interesting fact is the variability in the time it takes for women to reach orgasm. A study by the Journal of Sexual Research revealed that the average time to climax varies from 10 to 20 minutes, depending on the type of stimulus and level of arousal. Science has also discovered that the female orgasm releases hormones like oxytocin, known as the love hormone, which promotes feelings of well-being and closeness with a partner. This explains why many women report feeling more emotionally connected after orgasm. Sexual health is a fundamental part of a woman's well-being, and taking care of it is essential to ensuring a healthy and satisfying intimate life. One of the most important aspects is maintaining a routine of regular gynecological exams. These exams help prevent and detect early diseases such as vaginal infections, HPV, and even cervical cancer. Keeping up with medical checkups ensures that any changes are treated quickly, avoiding more serious complications. Another fundamental aspect is intimate hygiene. Using appropriate products with a balanced pH is important for maintaining vaginal health. Avoiding internal douches and harsh products also helps prevent irritation and infections. Natural lubrication is something the body does on its own, and respecting that is key to not compromising the balance of vaginal flora. Additionally, using condoms remains an essential precaution, regardless of age. They not only prevent sexually transmitted infections, STIs, but also protect against other complications. A study by the World Health Organization revealed that the rate of STIs in women over 50 is increasing, mainly due to a lack of protection. And what do you think? How do you see the importance of emotional connection in relationships or the changes that happen with sexuality over time? I'd love to know your opinion, so leave a comment below with what caught your attention most in this video. Your participation is very important because every experience and reflection counts. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like it. Your like helps a lot, as it's a way to support the channel and ensure that more people can access content like this. And of course, share the video with your friends and family so we can spread even more knowledge about female sexuality in a healthy and informative way. Oh, and if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, Make sure to do so now and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next video.